Hello everybody, Sifd here again with another Godslayer Arena run, the roguelike Autobattler Diablo game. And today we're gonna try to do maybe a lightning run. I don't know, that's what I would like to do, but what we're gonna actually do, we're gonna see. If you wanna know explanations and pretty much me reading every single skill that appears on the map, yeah, top right, the card should appear. We got a lightning card here, so let's actually try to go into lightning because that's what I wanted to do the moment I start the video. So, lightning class says, whenever an electro spell is cast, conjure a bolt lightning onto a number of random and nearby enemies. Lightning bolts can critical strike. 3 lightning bolts deal 60, 5 that do 70, 7 that do 85, and 10 that do deal 100. I'm not sure if there even exist that many spells, but there are at least 6 spells based on what I'm seeing there. So let's hope we're gonna get a 6 lightning spell play. So let's take this. This is also a Bulwark and Doom's Quiver, which is more projectiles or more shielding. But honestly, I want to go lightning. And yeah, let us actually go and see how this is gonna go. So we shoot this lightning spell, fires 2 electric projectiles towards your current target, dealing 3 damage. And if I have 150 spell power, fire 1 additional projectile, gain increased size and travel distance. Now I don't have 150% spell power right now, but that's okay. You get this little lightning shocks going on, and I'm enraged right now, so we do more damage. Very nice. So yesterday's video was like very big because I was literally reading everything. Today it's gonna be a bit faster, I would say, because I'm not gonna read literally everything. We're gonna be just getting any lightning related things we find. Yeah, let's actually see how this is gonna go. And we found a razor blade, which is a Varus. I also have Avaritia, which is more resonance. More resonance means more rewards. This is also really good to go into. But right now, I would say none of these are what we are already. Avaritia is good at level 3, and this also has 5 choices. I do enjoy the Avaritia idea. The rest, I would say not really. Let's go Avaritia here. This is damage to surrounding enemies and teleport to random enemy when cast, with 120 spell power. Let's definitely equip this. Actually, not. Let's roll first. None of these is important. This is Deathblade, which is crits. Honestly, I'm not gonna use any of these. Let's actually equip this. This costs 6 mana though. Deal 120 damage to a nearby enemy, a unit with the highest health. If the spell crits, gain 20 attack damage for 6 seconds. You know what? Because this is 6 mana, let's actually take that and use that for the time being. As that means that it's gonna be casting faster, and I can just straight up go to the lightning strike. Oh, this is just straight up a strike from above. It is literally an assassination. I can see it's just a smack that hits an opponent. Boom, you saw that there, and boom, you saw it over there too. Nice, and we are enraged again, so that means we have AoE attacks. In case you don't know what the character does, we just get this rage filled for free, and then it drains. And while it is draining, we have 20 bonus spell power to everything. 25 increased mana regen on everything, 50% increased attack speed, and basic attacks have cleave. People were telling me there is a DPS meter on the right side, which yeah, I didn't really realize yesterday, but I think it's okay. Anyway, let's see what we're gonna go. I guess we could go Phoenix Call. Grant the closest area spell, 30% increased area damage and 50 spell power. This is not area though, is it? Attack damage and projectile, attack spell and buff. This attack, spell, and area. I could just get this, I guess. Or we could go Necroweave. Enemies, units have a 20% chance of being resurrected as a skeleton that fight for you. Skeletons decay 20% of their maximum health each second. Cast a bone ritual every 8 seconds, healing all of your skeletons for 40% of their maximum health. If you have at least 5 active skeletons, summon 3 skeletons of the highest possible rarity instead. This seems insane, I guess. Necroweave. The spell itself, by the way, says passive autocast the spells whenever you deflect a hex, which is happening. I deflected 7 hexes, so that would be 7 free casts. An active conjure ethereal portal at a random enemy location. The portal fires a spread of 3 projectiles towards the enemy, each dealing 15. I guess we're gonna go that. I mean, I want to go lightning, but might as well go whatever as of this very moment. And we found a Deathblade here, which is crit strike, and this is emitting from blast, dealing damage. And none of these is what I want to do, but I guess I might as well. This is also eclipse. So the the 3 rightmost spells get some passives. I guess might as well go for the assassination build. This is also tier 2, which should make it in general better. And yeah, let's go into the battle. Early game, it really doesn't matter what you're taking, because the fact of the matter is, we're not gonna die. We have 5,000 health, and we're basically not even losing it. And even if we lose some health, at the end of each turn, you fully heal. So there is literally no chance whatsoever we're dying. So it doesn't matter what you take. Early game, you just try to go through the motions and try to maybe get a build. Now, because I said I'm gonna go lightning, does not mean I will go lightning. I might go Necro Weave, which says up to 10, by the way, but you cannot get 10 right now. We're gonna see. I think what I should go into is gonna be seen when I get my signature spell, so to speak, which is a spell you can't really unequip, you are supposed to use. Okay, let's see our first mask, which is pretty much a passive. Tier 1 spells grant 40 shield on cast and gain 1 additional shop refresh at the start of each fight. The first shop refresh each only offers tier 1 spells. I don't really want to go into tier 1 spell build. Combat start, gain 250 health for each tier 1 spell you have equipped. Your tier 1 attack spells deal 25% increased damage. When combat ends, gain a random tier 1 spell. A bunch of tier 1 spells going on here. Gain 40 hex deflection score. Buff spells grant 20 bonus hex deflection for 4 seconds. Whenever you deflect at least 20 hexes in a fight, gain 2 refreshes. This is a bit more, you can go whatever, and this combos with a Death Pulse, which is when I deflect a hex, I get a free spell cast. There is in general a bunch of hex deflection things happening in the game, so I think I could go into this idea. There is also a hex deflection class, this ward. So this here says get hex deflection score and 300 hex deflection score. A successful hex deflected deal 10% max health damage. So I could also go into the ward hex deflect idea. Yeah, let's go into hex deflect idea and see how that goes. Maybe let's go into that. I do prefer it over the level 1 stuff. And I would say we want to spam experience, XP gain, or just spamming. I mean, you definitely want to max out your levels. So I would say let's actually go XP gain, at least early game. So we got an Electros and we also got Ward. I mean, we literally got a Death Bolt. I think I'm gonna go Ward. Let's go full on Ward build. Change of plans. What does this do, by the way? Passive for every 2 projectile spells you cast, grant the spell to the right 3 spell power until the end of combat. Active, auto cast random projectile spell. Oof. Nah, let's go with the ward idea. At this point, let's go with the ward idea. Can you get the same thing twice? No, you cannot get the same thing twice. I mean, equipping it twice is actually helping with whenever I deflect a spell, these both are gonna fire. So I guess that is that. By the way, the game does not show you what you have equipped. As you see now, it shows me Infernum. Now it doesn't. Let's get this Avaritia and let's continue. And now whenever I deflect a spell, what's gonna happen is a bunch of these both fire at the same time. So I guess this is the one spell I would like to have multiple times on the build, because it just, every time I deflect, it just does a bunch of damage. And the hex deflected are down here. 7 is the number right now. So we want that to become 20. Every time that becomes 20, we get free rerolls. Free rerolls means free chance to buy a spell. And look at this, we are at 13. We just need a little bit more, 15. I don't think we're gonna get more hexes. The hexes are the explosions on the ground, by the way. 17, yep, that was not enough. Hexes are happening randomly, it's not like the opponents do them. Let's go with 20 XP here, almost getting a level up. We found Bulwark and Avaritia, and we also found Arcane, which is Arcane spells grant adjacent spells bonus spell power. If placed on the edge of your spellboard, they gain all the spell power instead. I'm not this build. Can I have this away for a moment? Yeah. This is the Resurrect thing, which I can actually go into if I take this. The Avaritia play, I could also go Avaritia, but this is at 3. Yeah, right now it's between Avaritia and the Necroweave. I mean, I can get the Necroweave right now, which is the summons, but I would like to go Avaritia for the gaining more resonance, because resonance gives you resources and passives, etc. This here is just temporary, because I will full on go into wood mode. So this is going to be relevant. Wood can get up to 4, I would say, so I should already look into a secondary play. I don't think I want Necroweave. I want Avaritia as my second play. What does this do, by the way? Conjure a Siphoning Aura for 6 seconds, causing nearby enemies to take 10% increased damage from area spells. While the Siphoning Aura is active, gain 8 bonus health regen. Oh, health regen. You know what, let's actually go with this. I'll go with Aura. You join. You also join. And we're almost Avaritia. Roll them. I found this thing again, might as well buy it, and let's go. Right now we have a whatever build. I could have gone actually Necroweave. Doesn't matter, as long as I don't die, it literally doesn't matter. And we got the Aura here, which gives us 8 health regen, so we're not gonna die. Guaranteed. And we also do a little bit of AoE with a razor blade, so we're good. And the more time it takes for me to kill the opponents, the more time we're gonna get hit by hexes. And the more time we get hit by hexes, the more reflects we do, and we have a chance to get more rerolls. So this is a arena fight because we're at the 5th fight. Every fight that divides by 5, you always fight more opponents. It's like a little challenge room here. Yeah, we only lost about 1000 health, which is 1/5 of our life. My DPS is 200 and something, which is, I guess, lower than normally. But it's okay. So let's see what we're gonna go with. Enemies have a 20% chance of spawning 1 tier higher. Okay, that's almost not a downside. Generate 4% less health. That's a rage, which is you do less DPS. Both of these are not really that crazy. Fights in this zone spawn 15 hex beetles who spawn a hex on death. That's very good for us. Mythical enemies heal other nearby enemies' units on death. That might be bad. And the gem we get, 15 mana cost, a refill 1, fire 3 additional projectiles, a very useless one. Although this really fits with this thing, because this thing fires for free anyway, so that's nice. 50 mana cost, refill 1, 20 spell power, 4% increased area of effect. This is more AoE. We're gonna go here. This fits us better. Enemy spawning in a tier higher is like, who cares? Honestly. Let's definitely put this more projectiles onto one of those boys. I would say I just got a level. Let's go with 3 additional refreshes. And let's see how this goes. Levels, I think, just give you... Additionally, each level allows you to equip more spells. Yeah, more spell equipment. High tier spells and more spell equipment. Shadow Fang, I guess. What is this? Not really. Not really. These ones too, they are relevant. Let's go Shadow Fang, the assassination build. We found the final Avaritia, which I'm gonna go into so I can get the Avaritia class. So we get more resonance, and resonance gives you more rewards. You get 100 resonance. With that, I'm gonna be gaining 150 resonance. So 50% more. Avaritia 5 would be nice. Avaritia 5 and Ward 4. That would be the best case scenario in my opinion. So yeah, let's get the Avaritia spell and put it in. And now I am Avaritia, and I will be gaining more resonance, and I will be becoming more powerful faster. I found a Bulwark, and what is this? Reaver? Reaver is AoE. There's also Reaver and Syntech. Honestly, I would say no to all of those. Let's just get a whatever here. We found another ward, very nice, so I can go into ward theoretically. This here is spawn 3 electric orbs that revolve around you. Lightning orbs deal 120 damage over 4 seconds to enemies that pass through. Can I get that? And I can go ward 2 right now, so we unequip this and we equip this. So right now I have 100 hex deflection score. Can I see how much I have? Hex deflection score is, sorry, because I have a glance and I can't even see my screen. Hex deflection chance is 55% right now. That should be enough. Let's reroll again. And we found another Avaritia here, which is extremely lucky, the Barrage. For 100 bullets over 3 seconds in random directions, each bullet decays, deals 30 damage to the first enemy hit, and afterwards fire 20 piercing bullets in all direction. Bonus projectiles add 5 additional piercing bullets. And also that instantly makes us Eclipse. Yeah, we definitely want that. Let's definitely throw this out. We definitely want this. And I do prefer this over this, because this is Avaritia and Reaver. We're not really Reaver. But this here we are, because this gives us Eclipse. Eclipse says, literally it happens at every single point, and we have Eclipse 1 right now. So this means, combat start, your 3 rightmost spells gain 5 spell power is what we have right this moment. So that's what that does. The 3 spells, I guess I would like this to be one of them, and this to be the other one. And these ones I don't care. Let's go into the battle and see how this is gonna look like. And this is the aura. And it's charging up the projectiles. Okay, this looks nice. It's just a bunch of machinery. We have the AoE. And this is filling. This filling twice might not be really good. I'm losing a decent amount of life. What's doing the most damage? Death pulses are doing the most damage right now. Because whenever I deflect a hex, I fire a free death pulse. And the death pulse is a 5 projectile shotgun ability right this moment. We are losing a lot of life, which is pretty bad. But also we got 19 deflects and 1 more deflect, 20 deflects, nice. So now I'm gonna get 2 more rerolls. Very, very nice. And I'm seeing the deflects happening all over the place. Very nice. And I lost half my health, which makes this very dangerous, but it's okay. Let's see what we get as my legendary double eclipses here, first of all, which is pretty enjoyable. And the eclipse right now affects 5 rightmost spells, and double eclipse means 10% crit chance and crit damage and 10% mana regen. Okay, the 10% mana regen already makes it worth it. Call of the Dead, Necroweave. I'm not really Necroweave or Breaker. Gain increased attack speed and whatnot. Grant yourself and allies attack damage. Okay, that's cool. Slaughter the Thicket, Hexbane, a Toxic Cloud, and Bulwark, Shielding, Creative Poisons. Okay, definitely not these two. So let's roll this away. Syntax Soulweaver is a guaranteed no. Let's also throw this away. Syntax Arcane is also a no. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Blood Moon, I guess, which is just that we go Eclipse, and I'm already into Eclipse. So that means all my spells are gonna be better. And once again, the Void has only 4 spells in it. One of them is a Mastery, which I haven't found yet. But I guess I'm gonna force myself onto the 4 spells other than the Mastery. So my idea is we go 4 Ward, 5 Avarita, or 3 Avarita, I'm not really sure. Maybe just 5 Avarita. I don't know. Maybe just 5 Avarita. I have already 4 of the 5 Avarita spells. And maybe Hex 2 is good enough. If I'm able to fit Hex 4, we're gonna see. For now, I mean, what does Hex 4 do? 300 Hex deflection score, and successfully deflecting does deal 10% max health damage. Or Resonance, which is we just become better. I guess we go Eclipse. How many Eclipse things exist, by the way? I guess 2 more. Yeah, so you only go up to 5 Eclipse, which is 10% increased damage and 15% increased spell power. I don't enjoy this either. I would really like to reroll here and see what we can get. Is Gamble the play? I'm not really sure. I would say Gamble is the play. YOLO it! I got it, boys! I got it, boys! It's Ward. So passive. Whenever you deflect a Hex, gain 20 mana. That's really good. This spell is mana blocked. Nice. So this costs 60 mana. So every 3 deflects, this casts an active auto-cast adjacent spells at 75% spell power. This is godlike. And it also gives us Oracle. This is very good. Gain 40 XP, area spells gain 15 spell power, gain a random tier 4 spells and a random tier 1 spell that shares a trait with it. I would say 40 XP. And another 20 XP. Might as well expedite my leveling. So that's very nice. This cannot get unequipped, right? Yeah, you cannot unequip this. So, might as well put it where something expensive is, like for example here. Autocast adjacent spells at 75% spell power, which might be even higher later. So let's actually have these be auto-casting. Or the Siphoning Aura. This lasts 6 seconds. Yeah, let's actually do this. Nice. And we're now guaranteed into the word Avarita play, in my opinion. This here also gives us Oracle. Oracle is a mana gain, which I really enjoy. Yeah, mana gain, which I really enjoy. And it's also really powerful in general. But I don't think we're gonna go Oracle, to be completely honest. So let's throw out anything that's not part of the build, so I don't have anything mixing us up. This is useless. This is useless. This... Wait. Yeah, this is Eclipse, but it's pretty useless. And this is also pretty much useless. And let's have my 3 spells be damage spells, which they are. Because let's not forget we are Eclipse 1, so 5 spell power on these 3. Yep, that now can pierce to 1 additional enemy. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, I do enjoy how we have these, and I do care about this actually. This is an Avarita card, so let's take it. Very nice. We got this level 2. I don't think we need this in the build. We are already in Avarita, and I think I do enjoy the things we have in Avarita more than the things that we have the choice to put in. I think this is more powerful. 40 damage, and this is 75 damage AoE. Maybe the 75 damage AoE is better than that. And also it's cheaper too, so I do prefer that a bit more. This here says autocast adjacent spells. I would like to autocast this and not the aura. So I need to push, and this needs to be on the very right side, these 3 spells. I guess I should do this. Yeah, I guess I should do this, so that this autocast these 2, and they also all get the spell power. This now having spell power means that it's gonna cast with more spell power. Roll them. We found the Oracle. Or Mana Regen. I mean, might as well take it, although I'm most likely not gonna use it. We found another one of these. This one I will get, I would say. And these are very irrelevant. I'm not even gonna pick them up. And let's go. Let's see how we look like now. Okay. The aura is giving us healing and whatnot. Once again, resonance means more damage. Not more damage, more stats in general. And more stats is always good in this game. Right now my DPS is already 800. Just in comparison, last time at the end of the game I had 1600 or something. So I think my DPS is pretty high up there, although we don't have any healing, really. I'm at 13 hex deflected. This thing is literally casting for free a bunch of times. Yep, 22 hex deflected, very nice. I'm always getting a rain of machine gunnery going on with this. A permanent machine gunnery rain is happening. 20 XP, I would say, and then we're gonna stop going for XP. I want more slots there. I found Oracle, and I found another ward. So, passive. All spells to the left gain 25% increased area. All spells to the right gain more projectiles. Active, randomly select either the left or the right side. Grant the 3 closest spells on that side 20 spell power for the next cast. I said we want to go full on into the Hex build, so let's go full on into the Hex build. Although Mana Regen in general is very powerful, but let's go into the Hex build. And we are already Ward 3, so this instantly makes us Ward 4. And now that means I get 300 Hex deflection, which means 69% nice to deflect. Nice to deflect. And also whenever I deflect, opponents lose 10% of their max health. So I would like this to be here. The right side gets 1 projectile. The left side gets a AoE. This is AoE, I think. Yeah, that's an area spell. This is an area spell. And this is also an area spell. How does this happen that I literally have the build that perfects this thing? Left side gets area. These 3 are area. Right side gets projectile. Or this is the projectile side. Very nice. I will always have a bunch of rerolls, by the way. I did get a... I'm gonna get the Oracle spell. I will obviously get the thing we have, and that just leveled up. Now it gives us 12 bonus regen. Very nice. Out of 8. And we found another spell I'm using. These do 3D damage, and let's go on. And these 3 instantly start with 105 spell power, as you see. And now this is a bit bigger. It is visible, in my opinion. We can also see what does the most damage. Obviously, the most damage is the thing that says cast for free. Obviously, that does the most damage. And I really enjoy this Heart of Darkness we got there with the Hex score. Now we are deflecting spells. I think it doesn't show the damage we do with the Hex deflect. Also, I'm not really sure who loses this 10% thing. I'm not even losing life anymore. Very nice. I deflected 24 spells. And we get a weapon. Let's see what we get. Weapon, I'm not sure when you get these. Is it resonance based? Is it level based? It might be just fight based. So combat start. Grant your leftmost and rightmost projectile spells refill 1. +1 projectile and 20% increased mana generation. That's nice. That's gonna be this and this, by the way. The rightmost is this and the leftmost is this. This is not projectiles, right? Attack spell area, attack spell area. No, so it's these 2. That's awesome. And gain a gem for every 5 projectiles this spell launches. Gain 6 spell power. Okay, this is obviously godlike because this thing is casting 100 projectiles. So obviously this is the play. Let's read the rest though. Whenever you cast a buff spell, I'm not using buff spells. Gain 50% attack speed for 6 seconds. This spell gains 8 points damage for every buff spell you have. Okay, that could have been yesterday. Area spells gain bonus area equal to the mana cost and more mana cost to adjacent spells. Now we're gonna go with this. We go here. And this gem goes here, which is insane. That this is literally the perfect combo. Now I'm gonna start gaining rerolls, honestly. Okay, we're gonna obviously get the good old Death Pulse, which just leveled up and now became 22 damage. So it should become even higher in damage now. Can I see the damage? Yeah, Barrage did the most at the end. It starts with Death Pulse, but it ends with Barrage actually breaking out. Okay, we got another ward. Roll away. We got another ward. Let's see what this exactly gets. So this is 20 spell power on the next cast, and also 25 there. And let's see what we get. It becomes 30 on the next cast. Okay, I wouldn't say that's an insane upgrade. The barrage is here, and let's see. So this is 30 damage per pop, 100 bullets, 30 damage, 20 piercing at the end. 100 bullets, 45 damage. I think the only thing that goes up is the damage. And fire 20 piercing per... Yeah, 20 piercing at the end. It's exactly the same. None of these, honestly. Yep, we found another one of these. Obviously, we want to take that. What is this? I don't care. I don't care. We don't care. We just get the things we have. If you want to see what these do, then definitely look at yesterday's video. I was literally reading everything yesterday. Literally every single thing. We got a huge AoE on this piece. And now my damage is the Death Pulse until this thing fires is what I'm gonna say. Nope, it's still the Death Pulse. We're gonna see this thing has 165 spell power because of how it works. 185, 221. Very nice. Very nice. And this double cast, by the way, because it has a refill. I got the Barrage doing 14,000 damage. I didn't even lose life, man. I destroyed the opponent so fast that we didn't even get the hexes. 5 more spells. Area spells gain 15 spell power. This is these 3. Gain a random tier 4 spell and a tier 1 that shares a trait. This is very, very random. 5 refreshes is good. We're gonna be able to power up. 15 spell power on these 3 is also nice. Specifically, this gaining 15 spell power means it might be blinking all the time. I'm gonna take this. So this is a permanent 115. We're gonna go 3 refreshes. I'm not gonna level up ever again. We're only gonna get refreshes. Let's get this. Only get things we already have, I would say. The closest area spell is more powerful. Who cares? None of these are things we care about. This is a spell we are using, literally. This is also a spell we're literally using. No, we're not using this, but it is lined up for an Avaritia play. I think that's it. Let's go. I'm not gonna switch the build at all. The build is pretty good, and it works as of this very moment. So there is no reason to literally change anything. And let's go on. Once again, we are literally destroying everybody because of the busted, the broken, the insane Death Barrage. It's not Death Barrage, it's Death Pulse plus Barrage. This thing actually has 151 spell power, so it's blinking always. Because this gem gives us 60 bonus spell power. As far as I understand, that's what this is doing. Up to 60 actually. Yeah, this is for every power projectile this spell launches, gain 6 spell power. So I am gaining 60 spell power. Which makes this always have enough power to teleport us. Do I have any other cutoff points? No, that's the only cutoff point spell I have. And I didn't even lose life here. And we won. Wow, that was actually the hard fight, so to speak. Yeah, easy. Enemies hexes deal harms increase damage to you. That's really, 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 really good. Because I'm not really having issue with hexes. You now only recover 6% of missing life. Forget that. We're going here. Mythical enemies heal other nearby enemies on death. Okay. Buff spells cost 5 more. I'm not using buff spells. 7 mana cost. Deal 25% more damage against mythical and godly enemies. We're taking this. Obviously. And we're gonna also put the gem onto... What's the most damage? The Death Pulse is the most damage. But the Death Pulse does a bunch of damage because of the mana cost more projectiles. I'm gonna say basic attacks and then the Volts and the Razor Blade. I guess we're gonna put this on the Razor Blade. I mean, the Volts, I guess, does more damage to AoE, but this makes it cost more mana. This is such a bad gem, man. Just makes this thing cost more and make it slower. Nah, I don't like the gem. It makes my rotation slower. We're gonna go with more refreshes. Is the next level the max level? Is level 7 the max level or is it 8? If level 8 is the max level, then I can get Avaritia 5. Obviously, the 2 slots that are missing right now. Let's try to get the level, actually. None of these. And another word spell. We found the last word spell. Passive. Whenever you deflect an enemy hex, this spells gain 10 spell power for the next 3 casts or auto casts. Okay, that's obviously really good. Fire an infernal laser towards your queen target, dealing 70 damage to all enemies hit. Okay, I mean, let's try it. Definitely try it. I don't have room. Let's throw away anything that's never ever gonna join. You never ever join. You never ever join. You never ever join. These stay. Let's join here and let's try this. No, wait. What's the other hex we have? I can see what the word spells are. This thing. I think this is very weak. Razor Shade is also weak. Actually, because this is weak, I should try the Golden Dart. Dart's not pierced to an additional enemy. Yeah, let's try the switch here. This obviously a projectile spell. So, oh, it's also an area spell. Well, if it's also an area spell, then still good. And this is an attack and area spell. So we can also do this swap here. Wait, right here. So just like that, we are still the exact same. And I'm also into Enigma now, which makes it better. Yeah, I'm also Enigma. Enigma says Enigma spells gain bonus spell power. That's it. And this thing gets Darts Now Pierce. Very nice. And this gives more spell power to the next 3 casts on the right or the left. Very, very nice. Still Avaritia. Still Ward. Still Eclipse. Didn't really lose anything. This here is never joining. I'm sorry, but it's not. I'm gonna go Avaritia 5 as the last play with the last 2 slots. So, Flame Demon just straight up never gonna happen. And once again, this is irrelevant. Let's see how good this is or not. We already have these 2 being trash. So now we might know what might be better in when. In when? Whoa, the laser looked awesome. Yeah, the laser looked awesome in my opinion. Deflecting spells is good. Yeah, I'm casting 3 spells. Machine gunnery is happening. We're about to get the shield that heals us. Laser beam's about to happen. Boom, boom, and then it splits at the end even. Why does it split at the end? Until laser to the target? I don't know. It has 265 spell power, that's what I definitely know. And yeah, just like that, the basic attacks are last now. Basic, if anything's below basic attacks, it's trash. If it's above basic attack, it stays. My DPS is 1000 plus. So, I mean, if it's below basic attacks, it's guaranteed trash because, I mean, it's as if the game says, yo bro, better not even use anything over that spell. So let's go on. So whenever you enter Berserk, grant all Shadowborn spells 50% of their max mana. I'm not playing Shadowborn. This spell's active effect now grants adjacent spells 5 spell power before auto casting them. Obviously we're gonna go with this. Obviously, so we're gonna go here. So this just became a bit better. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's my Hex Reflection score. It's 69, still very nice. As I said, we're gonna go with 20 XP. I want to get 2 more inventory slots for Get the Refresh. I'm not getting Hex Deflected because we're killing everybody too fast, so I'm not getting my free refreshes. These are useless. This is exactly what I'm using. So we're gonna go with this, literally, and we're gonna go off to fight 12. Very nice, got our AoE healing going on here. Get our shots, get my laser that shoots into wherever land. Why does that laser shoot into wherever land? I really don't know. Whenever this deflect an enemy hex, the spell gains 10 spell power for the next 3 casts. Okay, 10 hexes deflected. Come on, go. Deflected, deflected. 13. Go for 20. Go for 20. 10 enemies remain. I don't think we're gonna get 20. Ah, 15 again. That's a bit sad, just to be clear. But it's okay. We got another Avaritia. Let's definitely level up. Let's definitely get this. So maybe I'm gonna level tier 3 spell, which I've never happened before. Not tier 3, level 3. Roll these away. And I would say Death Pulse is more important than the Siphoning Aura. Yeah, I mean, Death Pulse is definitely more important than Siphoning Aura, but will I ever get enough Death Pulses? By the way, obviously I can go into double Death Pulse play. But I would say let's get Siphoning Aura, and if I find 2 more, I'm gonna be able to, for the first time in my life ever, to get that thing going. Let's just go on. I don't want to make anything more expensive. I don't think there is a reason to. Look how many opponents are gonna die in a moment here. Laser beam. Oh, didn't actually kill them. Nice. The more the opponents survive, the better. We have more time for deflecting hexes, although I'm not really seeing them even survive. I mean, we have 69% chance to deflect hexes. That means that on average, I need to be tanking. I mean, let's say 2 out of 3 hexes I deflect, and I want 20 hexes, so that means I need to be tanking 20 hexes. Will I tank 20 hexes? Who knows? I'm losing a lot of life. But as long as I'm not dying, we're good. And we found the robe. So, every 10 seconds, gain 100 shield. Increase this value by up to 100 based on your missing health. That's nice. And gain the gem, refill 1 and gain 1 spell for each 100 health you're missing. That's nice. So this is in general nice. Every 10 seconds, cast a spell shield. Surround yourself with a defensive aura, gaining 100 hex deflection score. After 5 seconds, detonate the aura, dealing 200 damage and stunning nearby enemies for 2 seconds. That's godlike. And whenever you deflect an enemy hex, grant 3 random spells, 1 spell power and 3 mana. We're going this. Let's read the rest. Basic attacks and against mythical or godly enemies grant you 10 max health. Wow, that could have been really good yesterday. And gain a gem, the spell no longer cast its normal active effect. Instead, gain attack damage equal to 20% of the mana cost for 6 seconds. That's awesome too. We're gonna go here, obviously. And now my hex score is gonna be even higher. And we get another resonance buff because we are getting more resonance. For the XP, I would say for the XP, 10% attack speed, like who cares, I'm not saying attack speed build, gain a random spell and a random spell again. Now we're gonna go for the XP here. And we got our splot, and I would say we go XP again. I definitely want to get the level up in time, and it feels like I'm not gonna get it in time because the demo ends at level 20. Definitely go with XP. What is this? This is Eclipse. This is Eclipse, and what does it do? Fire projectile of 8 projectiles. I don't care about these, man. We know exactly what we're playing. This is part of the build. And it leveled up, so now it does 78 damage in small area and 130 pierces. I would like there to be something here. Definitely do... No, that's not possible. Do I even want to put this in the build? I guess at the very left. But what does this even give us? Avaritia 4 is what that gives us. And this gives us Eclipse 5, which also does nothing. You know what I want to add on the build right now? Another one of these Death Pulses at the very left, just so it exists. So for now, I'm gonna put one more of these in here. And that's gonna make, once again, the left side have more area and the right side have more projectiles. So this is literally no downside, I think. I mean, I think. I don't know. Let's go. I'm still not using this thing. Let's see how big this is gonna look like now. Yep, I think it's a bit bigger. And this now gives to the left or to the right spell power, and this does the same effect. Refilling mana, boom, boom. Nice, let's go back to my damage, actually. Hero stats, my deflection score is 71 now, 72, 71. Between those numbers. We're going up and down on the hex score because if you remember, this here says that we gain 20 bonus hex whenever we cast the buff spells. And we do have a buff spell, just to be clear. I said we don't have buff spells, but we do have a buff spell. It's this thing, these are buff spells. 20 XP. None of these, honestly. I'm not even gonna look into it, I don't care. And none of these either. Let's go on. I got 17 deflects. Come on, man. Come on, man. And off into a big battle here. Let's see if we're gonna be able to survive this. I mean, 200 enemies. This is gonna be the one fight where we are gonna be able to get all the deflects up and running. And I have about 75% deflect score. That means I'm deflecting 3 out of 4. So that means, I mean, I want 20 deflects. So I think about 25. If I tank about 25 deflects, I'm at 13 right now. We should be able to get the score we oh so much desire. What is this? What is this? What is this loop around us? What was that loop around us? I'm not really sure what the loop is. My cast is here. Is the loop this thing? Every 10 seconds, gain the shield. That might be it. Yeah, I think that is it. Let's see, when this goes away, do I lose the... Yeah, that's it. Because it's the explosion that happens at the end. When this loop ends, we do an explosion. 29 deflects, very nice. 9 enemies remain, an explosion, boom, very nice. And off we go into the next one. Ranged enemies spawn a homing missile on death, dealing 20 damage. These missiles can be evaded and only recover 60% of missing health. Once again, we're avoiding this, so we instantly go for that. Projectile spells cost 5 more. Enemy hexes are 25% larger, yes, and 25% more frequent, yes. This is perfect for us. I really enjoy that we are literally countering downsides. Refill to on cast, grant all spells that share a trait with it. 6 spell power for 1 cast. That's also nice. That's also nice. So this thing is Enigma and Ward. Most of my spells are Ward. Yeah, literally most of my spells are Ward. And then almost all of them are Avaritia. So this is definitely either going on an Avaritia spell or on... either on an Avaritia spell or on a Hex spell, obviously. We're gonna go XP again. None of these. None of these. Yes, the Avaritia spell. And none of these. Okay, so this is definitely happening. What do I want to cast a bunch of times? I would say this one. So this casts 3 times back to back. Because this is gonna be casting back to back a bunch of times, it's gonna also give us a bunch of Hex score. That's what the refill does. You just cast a bunch of times. And it's gonna give 6 spell power to pretty much all of these spells. Yeah, which is nice. I choose to go with the Avaritia version. Either we go with this or we go with this. No, I would say we go with this. The Ward version. And Avaritia... If I get one more slot, I can put both Avaritia spells we have in there. And remove, obviously, this thing and go Avaritia 5. Resonance level 1. I now understand what I'm doing here. Resonance triggers every 550 XP. That's... Okay, I got mixed up with what was happening yesterday. Let's actually go. The Barrage is insane, by the way. It does the most damage between everything. Golden Dart does a bunch. Pulse does a bunch. And now we actually begin. Barrage now actually starts taking over the DPS race. Yep. The more hexes we get, the better. We're at 12 hexes right now. Barrage is just taking over everything. My DPS is almost 2000. Very nice. And I'm at 16 deflects. Come on. Come on. One more armada of hexes. 18, 19, 20. Nice. We got 2 more rerolls. Very nice. Barely actually made it. Let's not forget hexes do 100% more damage. We go XP gain. We go the thing I'm using. Roll them. We go the last Avaritia spell. Very nice. What is this? Chemical Zero. Launches 3 bouncing acidic orbs towards your target. Orbs explode upon hitting the ground, dealing damage. Orbs bounce 3 times. The final explosion gains increased area. Okay. So this thing is insane. Passive, this thing says that it does... whenever you cast any other attack spell, auto cast the spells at 50% spell power. And not all of my moves are attack spells, but it's this attack spell, it's this attack spell. These are not, but we're not have 2 of them. It's this, and this thing's auto casts. Does this say cast and auto cast? Whenever you cast, okay, so you specifically cast. It's this, it's an attack spell, and then this is an attack spell. So this is also going to cast for free. And this says conjure an array of ethereal swords that deal 70 damage to an area at a random enemy location. Spell power scales both damage and area. And yeah, obviously we're going to take this. And we're going to remove you. And we're going to add you in. And this is Avaritia. So now I have my last Avaritia spell. We still go with the idea that this... Wait a minute. Oracle and Void. Yeah, no, this is it. I think Avaritia are more in general. Avaritia are 4 spells in the build. This is 4 spells in the build too. I guess it's a bit weird if this should go here. On cast. Yeah, this is cast fast and refill too. I would prefer this refilling 2 times and casting twice. Roll them. What is this? No, I'm kidding. Roll them. This is out. Yeah, this is out. This never joins. Never ever joins. This is Electro. Could have been Electro build. Nah. Now I need a level. The moment I get a level, I'm gonna be Avaritia 5, and that means we're gonna start getting resonance very fast. Although the game is almost over, so I'm a bit late on that one. But it's okay. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh, it's this. It's a splash of swords. This on the ground. I mean, Barrage is first. Golden Dart is... the Wrath is here. I wouldn't say... Oh, that was insane, hugely attack. This has 3,300 spell power. How does this get 300 spell power, man? 340. Oh, because of this thing. It's okay. Gain 75 hex protection. I mean, this is it. Whenever you cast a buff spell, gain 3D shield. That's cool too. Every 5 seconds, cast Bloom. Bloom. Create a flower field on the random enemy location. While you stand inside the flower field, gain 40 evasion score, 40 hex deflection score, and 10 health regen. Flower fields last for 5 seconds. And then Death Blossom. Auto-cast your highest cost attack spell whenever you cast Bloom. So every 5 seconds. That's nice. Gain a random assortment of buff spells. Buff spells gain 1 multi-cast and 25% increase mana regeneration. Okay, could have been awesome yesterday. Yesterday I had only buff spells. Hex Deflection now deals damage equal to 8% of the target's current health. Enemy hexes can be deflected even if you're not standing on them. We just take this. We had 23 hex deflect. Let's see if I'm gonna go up to 40 now. Area spells gain 15 spell power. I'm definitely taking this. Because obviously we have a bunch of AoE. These are all area spells. And 20 XP to maybe level up in time. None of these, honestly. Yes on this one. Yeah, I mean, I am using it. Yes on this one. And no to all of those. Do I want the Avaritia spells to gain the spell power is what I'm thinking right now. Because this is giving... What I'm thinking is I want this thing to get a bunch of spell power. Because this says spell power scales both damage and area. And this thing says... the spell gains 6 spell power for 1 cast. This is auto-casting. Auto-casting does not consume cast abilities. So I think this should go somewhere else. Like, this should go here. Yeah, I need to remove it and put it in here. DPS-wise, is that a good thing to auto-cast a bunch of times? Barrage, Death Pulse, Golden Dart. Yeah, Golden Dart is my 3rd most powerful spell, so might as well go auto-cast it 3 times. And let's go. I mean, this is literally only casting once, and it's still my 3rd more powerful one. Boom. Boom, and this has 143 now. 149. 155. You know what? I should split these. I should flip these. Yeah, I should flip these too. Definitely. Ooh, that was insane. Golden Dart does a bunch. Death Pulse does a bunch. Barrage does a bunch. My deflection score is at 12, 13. Okay, I'm losing a bunch of life, but as long as I can deflect things that are off screen. I got that passive, right? Yeah, it feels like it doesn't work. Literally. This said... Wait. This says... Hex deflection now deals damage equal to 8% of the enemy, and enemies' hexes can be deflected even if you're not standing in them. Yeah, I guess I was always standing in all of them. Pyro Burst. Pyro Burst does damage. Whenever you deflect an enemy hex, the spells grant 10 spell power for the next 3 casts or auto casts. And then front. Okay, first of all, we're definitely gonna put you over there. So the idea is when this does the thing 3 times, then it goes through all the spells and then it comes back and takes the ability away from it. Because this thing loses its spell power whenever it casts. And I will get the level now. I will get the level now. We got another one of these. Definitely put the last Avaritia spell in, which is this piece. Which is gonna go to the very top here. First spell cast. Might as well do it like that. Same thing almost. This also is always gonna blink us because we have 120 spell power. But let's definitely get this. And I'm Avaritia 5, which means I will be gaining resonance faster. Definitely buy this. Nice. And what does this gain? Just more damage. 137 damage. That's it. We get down one of these. We are so close to getting this maxed out. I've never seen a level 3 spell in this game. We got another one of those. Very nice. This might also get maxed out. We have one chance pretty much, which is this one we're playing right now. Because after this fight, the game is pretty much over. So we either get it or we don't. There is no in between. And let's see how this goes. Oh, we're just exploding everything. Barrage. It's Pyro Burst is fighting with the basic attacks. That makes it very bad, obviously. But this now does work. This 177. Do you see just all the time swords fly off? This does less damage when it auto casts, but when it casts itself, it does an insane explosion. Nice blink there at the end, and we deflected 22 casts, so we get more money. And we got it! So let's see what happens if we get a legendary. This is 16 bonus health regen right now, including the spell power. This 23, and wait a minute, conjures siphoning aura for 6 seconds, causing nearby enemies to take 10% increased damage for area spells. From area spells, boo! While the siphoning aura is active, gain bonus health regen. That's it? Very boring. Should have gone with this. I have 7 rerolls, by the way. What is this? Passive whenever any shield expires. I don't care. We found things I'm not using. Yep, things I'm not using. Oh, nice. Another one of these. Should have gone the other route, obviously. Nope. 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 And at the end of the day, it didn't matter if I went the other route because I didn't actually find any of them. Man, I want to go Electros build next time. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely drop a like and comment down below, because if this video takes off, then I'm gonna play again. If it doesn't take off and people don't enjoy the video anymore, we're gonna play another game tomorrow and not the same thing we're playing today. So, let's actually see the final fight. I didn't get the last resonance. But this is the final fight here. 215 enemies. Will they deflect 50 hexes? That is what we would like to do. But maybe not. Let's see which of these spells is going to do the most damage. Razor Blade does more than a basic attack, so at least it did the minimum amount of what it was supposed to do. Let's see. Oh, look at this huge rain. Did you see the huge rain of the swords? That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. Let's see. The small swords are cool, but when the mana orb goes over to this thing and it just pops and it hits literally the whole screen, that's so cool in my opinion. It has 225 spell power. Boom! It landed over there. Very sad. I mean, we're gonna get one more chance of seeing that. It has 211 spell power. It's gonna fill the whole screen with swords. It's about to happen. Here it is. You see this? Insane size. Hits everything. Also does about 100 damage. Although, damage-wise, Golden Dart... No, its Wrath is right here. Not really that powerful. Golden Dart also fall off. I mean, Barrage was the best from the start to finish, man. Makes sense. When it shoots 100 bullets of 127 damage, it makes sense that it's the most powerful. We're about to lose our first life, but in reality we didn't. We deflected 52 hexes, and at the end of the game we won, I guess. The add to wishlist spell, as always, a nice little addition here. And yeah, that's going to be it. Wanna see electric build tomorrow? Wanna see assassin build? Wanna see inferno build? What build do you want to see? Comment down below and tell me about it, so we have some idea of what you guys want to see, if we play this again, that is. Otherwise, prepare to see a new game tomorrow. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.